Hello kiddies, this series is driving across Australia. Why not? It's similar to driving from the middle of England to the middle of Turkey, or driving from England to just past Moscow, so it's a very long way. This road trip we're taking Jasper the super dog. Jasper used to have a brother Oscar, but unfortunately he passed away a few months ago. We miss him incredibly. He was so full of personality, but does mean to say that Jasper gets to come all on his lonesome. So today's mission was to go down south, find a camp spot down near Margaret River or somewhere like that, a free camp, and then to carry on from there. Doesn't always go as planned. So we leave from home, we head down to Margaret River Way, we only sit on about 90, so that's nice and relaxed. We find some wonderful things along the way to look at. Unfortunately, when we get to our first free camp, which is at a place called Alexander Bridge. Now, for those that are overseas, we have a great app called Wiki Camps in Australia, and it's an app that tells us where free camps are and where other campgrounds are. So I thought, well, this one sounds like a great one. And when I came into it, it was beautiful. It's down on the river. It was covered with nice shady trees. It's now February, so the school holidays have just finished. For those of you that don't know Australia, the kids have like 6 to 7 weeks off school. So after they all go back, every man and his dog obviously tries to escape as well. And it was a weekend. So I thought, well, before I pay my $15, I better go for a look around and see if there's any spots. Well, alas, there was none. It was beautiful, and I probably could have stayed a day or two if I'd been able to, but there was absolutely no car parking spots free. Didn't check the app close enough to see that there was another one just up the road either. So we decided we'd drive on to the next one, which we'd already researched might be the place to go, but we didn't really want to go there because it wasn't nice and shady. So we leave Alexander Bridge for another day. So here we go, driving through some of the beautiful forests. We thought we'd try the other one, which is about an hour's drive away. It means we get to drive through some beautiful trees. It's in a place called Nana. Don't really want to stay here if we're the only people, but it's so hard to find. We overshoot it, so we have to reverse back and go and find it. So when we go through here, well, it's getting a bit warm in the day now. We've gone a bit further inland. We're not near the ocean, so it's got a bit warm. And when we get in here, there are march flies. So we have normal flies, but then there are march flies that, if you don't know what they are, they're the size of a bee, and they sting like a bee when they bite. My poor little Jazzy, he doesn't like march flies. He doesn't like any fly. So we stay about 5 minutes, try to pull a fly screen up, decide this is a bad idea, and off we go to the next place. Now, the next drive is about an hour away, and it's called Bridgetown, which, there's a nice little watery place on the river. So we decided, a little frustrated after this and a bit of a drive, we decided we'll go to Bridgetown and have a look. But now we've been driving 5 hours, 6 hours, which is about all I want to do every day. So we come into Bridgetown and we go down to the river and we think about what we're going to do now. So we have to make a decision whether we're going to go on to Pemberton, which is about another hour's drive away, or whether we're going to stay here in Bridgetown. I realise there's a wiki camps in Bridgetown. It's not a very big one, but we'll go and have a look at it. But the great thing is it's right next to an old train station. It's a beautiful place. They say you can only park in the bays, and there's one little spot left at the back at the beginning. So we do a U-ey and we go round and we set ourselves up for the night. And it's a little bit warm. It's not that great, not that hot, but it's too hot for this little black duck. So this is where we decide that if it's over 25 degrees at like 5 o'clock at night, we have to have an air conditioner, which was a good thing. So in the middle of the night, the fridge stops working. Get up and look at the battery and solar panels, and life is not good. Fortunately, we call the RAC, and Superman comes to the rescue. For those that don't know, sorry, RAC is like roadside assistance. So here's my little Superman that comes to the rescue. He looks under it, the car battery is as flat as a tack, not even turning over. What are we going to do? Has a look at a couple of things, and a few seconds later, before we even know what's going on, he's sorted it out. How can we thank this dude enough? We are then off and ready to go again. Problem is, we're not quite convinced as to why the battery went so flat. We think the solar hookup's not right. So instead of continuing on our road trip around to Australia, we take the trip back home, which is, luckily it's only an hour and a half's drive. So we head back home to do some problem solving, work out what's going on and what we can do next, and see if we can continue on our merry little trip over to the other side of Australia. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is mainly only dash cam footage, but we didn't get to the exciting things. So let's hope that we get an episode 2 and we can see some more bits of Australia, because it's an awfully long way right to the other side.